Hi everyone, this is HM&S video number 16 and you are most welcome for it. In our previous 3 videos, we have been seeing how we can sort data in Excel using Excel features. In this video, we want to see how we can use a function in Excel called the sort function, which is a dynamic split array function to sort data in Excel. Also, we are going to see what's called an array constant in this video. Then we shall also see how we can sort left to right using the sort function. Now, before we go forward, these are the advantages of using sort function over using other sort features. First, it allows you to keep the original data. Then secondly, the sort results changes automatically when the source data change. And then finally, you can nest the sort function with other functions for a better results. And we're going to see an example of this one in our last example. So let's switch on to it and we see this sort function and how it works. Now this is our first example showing the list of companies data analyst. Before you start using the sort function, make sure you transfer your table header somewhere where you want the results of the sorting to be spilled. Sort function is an array function that's only found in Office 365. It being an array function means it can split multiple results at the same time. So let's see how the sort function works. Equals to sort. When you see it highlighted in blue, you either double click to select it or you hit tab to select it. Now it has 4 arguments: the array, the sort index, sort order, and then by column or by row. We are going to see how all these arguments work. Let's start by highlighting the first column here, only leaving the second column. Now I've included the table headers also in the array I've highlighted. Just for a second, let's hit enter and we see what happened. The results got spilled. Our table header also got sorted. As you can see here, we also have name here. And we don't want that name also to be sorted. So I'm going to Control Z to undo that. That's the reason why I've already copied the table name from here and placed them here, because this is where I want the results to be displayed. So you click in a single cell, equals to sort, tab to select it. Now you highlight the range where you want to sort. You can highlight one column or you can highlight all the columns. That means you want all the 2 columns to be sorted. And then you hit enter. The results got sorted A to Z, because that's by default. When you don't specify whether you want it to be sorted by ascending or descending, it sorts it in ascending order, as you can see. Now when you come to cell G12 also, then you do equals to sort, tab to select it. I'm going to highlight the same range and then comma to go to the second argument. Now in the sort index, that's where you specify the column you want to sort. Now this column is specified basing on the array you have highlighted, because you might highlight just a certain part of the table because you want only to sort within the certain part of the table. So in the sort index, you specify which column you want your data to be sorted on. So for our case, we count 1 and then 2. So we want our data to be sorted by names. That's on the first column. So you put there 1. Now in our first example here, we didn't specify the sort index. We just left it like that. And by default, Excel puts there 1. That means it's sort by the first column. It assumes you want to sort by the first column when you doesn't specify it. So when you put 1 there and then you close your bracket and hit enter, it works the same way as the first one here. Now this one here, it worked because by default Excel assumed that you want to sort by the first column and it puts for you there 1 by default. For this one, you put there 1, meaning you want to sort by the first column, but still it works the same way. Now, I've told you this is a dynamic array function, meaning it spilled the results. And when the results got spilled like this one, the formula does not necessarily live on all these cells here. It only lives on the cell where you put your formula. That's why when you click on that cell and you check the formula bar, you will see that the formula is there. But when you click somewhere else where the results just got spilled, and you check the formula bar, it's grayed out. The same applies here also. Click. This is the cell where our formula is sitting. You can see the formula is there. When you click anywhere else, the formula is grayed out, meaning it doesn't live there. If you double click, you can see that there is nothing there. But when you double click this one, you can see that the formula is there. And for the dynamic split array, when you want to delete your formula, you doesn't need to highlight everything and you delete. You simply click on the cell where the formula is sitting, and then you hit delete and everything will be deleted. That is how the dynamic split array functions work. So when you want to specify everything, you do equals to sort, tab to select it. The array is going to be all this, comma. The sort index, you put there 1. Now when you put comma, you come to the sort order. Now there are two orders here. You can sort in ascending order, which is assigned the number 1, or you can sort in descending order, which is assigned -1. So you can either put -1 here, or you put 1. For our case, we are going to sort first in ascending order. So when you see ascending order highlighted in blue, you hit tab and it will automatically put for you the 1 there. You close your bracket, and when you hit enter, the results got spilled and the names are sorted from A to Z, or are sorted in ascending order, as you can see. It's actually the same result we got here. Reason being, ascending order is the default. When you come here, then you do equals to sort, tab to select it. The array is going to be these 2 columns, comma. Let me scroll to this side. Now the sort index is the first column, then comma, down arrow to come to descending order, then you hit tab to select it, and it puts for you the -1 there automatically. You close your bracket. When you hit enter, you can see that the names are now sorted in descending order. I'm going to control Z to undo that. Equals to sort, tab to select it. The array is going to be this entire array here, comma. The sort index is going to be 1, comma. Now I want to show you that even if you type in the numbers there, it works. So I'm going to simply type -1 and then close bracket. When I hit enter, you can see that it also got sorted in descending order. So whether you type it in there or you just select it, it still works. Now we have this table here showing the list of football clubs picked at random to participate in a tournament. I'm going to click on cell E27 equals to sort, tab to select it. The array, I'm going to leave the first column. I'm going to only highlight these 2 columns, comma. Now the sort index, you count 1, 2. You only count within the range you have selected in the array. Now for our case, I'm counting 1 and 2 because I want to sort on countries, which is in the second column in the array we have highlighted. So I'm going to put there 2, comma, 1 for ascending order. You close your bracket. When you hit enter, you can see that the countries is sorted in ascending order. Now I want to show you that you can also type the number somewhere else, then you refer to it. Equals to sort, tab to select it. Now the range we want to sort is going to be this range here, comma. Now in the sort index, instead of typing 1 or 2 there, I'm going to click. I already have it typed here, so I'm going to click to put there 1, meaning we were sorting on the first column, comma. Now in the sort order, instead of selecting it from here or typing 1 there or -1, I have it here. I'm going to click, and then when you close parentheses and then you hit enter, you can see that it also works. So for this case, the advantage is that when you decide to change and say, okay, I want to sort by the second column, then you simply need to come and change this one to 2. Now since you have already changed this one to 2, and this is a formula, when you hit enter, our data automatically got sorted by country, which is the second column now. Now if you want to sort the second column, not in descending order, but in ascending order, you can simply come here and instead of -1, you simply change it to 1. And when you hit enter, the countries automatically got sorted in ascending order, as you can see here. So the advantage of putting the numbers somewhere, then you refer to it using a cell reference like we have done here, is that you can change it and the results also change automatically as you change it. I'm going to hit enter. In our next example, we have the Premier League table standing for the season 2023-2024, showing the clubs, number of matches played, number won, draw, loss, and then the points. So you come to cell I43 equals to sort, tab to select it. The array, I'm going to highlight the entire table. So click, Control Shift down arrow to highlight that column, right arrow to highlight the entire range I want, Control backspace to go back to the active cell, that is the cell where I'm putting the formula, comma. Now in the sort index, I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So the draws is in the 5th column. I'm going to put there 5, comma. I'm going to sort Z to A, that is -1. So I'm going to down arrow tab to select it, then I'm going to close bracket. When I hit enter, you can see that Brighton had the highest number of draws in the season 2023-2024, followed by Liverpool, West Ham, and then Arsenal had the least number of draws. Here again, we have the same data set that we have been using for the last videos, showing Pepsi products sold in June 2023. So I want to show you that you can also use the sort function to sort on multiple columns at the same time, using something called the array constant. So before we start even doing that, let me show you how the array constant works. When you come to cell I69, then you do equals to, open curly bracket, you put there 1, comma. In the next column, put for me 3. If you want to go to the next column again, you put comma. Then you do 4. Then I'm going to close my curly bracket. Now what this array constant means is that you're showing Excel that you put for me 1 in this column, and then comma means you go to the next column, and then you put for me 3, and then comma means jump to the next column, and then you put there for me 4. That's why when I hit enter, you can see that it has put for us 1 here, 3 here, and then 4 here. That's exactly the way we have told Excel to do it, like this. Now for the array constant, that is what comma means. I'm going to hit escape and then delete. Now if you want to tell Excel that instead of jumping to the next column and you put for me the value there, jump to the next row, you use semicolon, equals to, open curly bracket, put there 1. So instead of comma, you put there semicolon. Now semicolon means jump to the next row. You put there 3, semicolon, jump to the next row again, and then you put there 4. And then you close your curly bracket. When you hit enter, you can see that we have 1, 3, 4, just like we have told Excel to put it here. So that is what is called the array constant. Use curly bracket when you are doing array in Excel. So I'm going to hit escape and then delete. So that is how the array constant works. So now let's sort using that array constant on multiple columns now. Click on this cell H67 equals to sort, tab to select it. The array, I'm going to click Control Shift down arrow to highlight that column, right arrow, Control backspace to go to the active cell. That is the cell where I'm putting the formula, comma. Now in the sort index, that's where you put the array constant. Open curly bracket. Now we are going to sort region in ascending order and then amount in descending order. Region is in the second column, so I'm going to put there 2 and then comma 5, and then you close your curly bracket. So you are telling Excel that in the sort index, sort on 2 columns. Second column, that is the region, and then 5th column. So you put comma. When you go to the sort order, since we are sorting on 2 columns, you also need to do an array constant here. You open your curly bracket. When you put there 1, that means you're telling Excel that for the second column, that is region, you sort it in ascending comma. Then for the 5th column, you put there -1. That means sort in descending order. So I'm going to close my curly bracket. So what is happening here is that you are telling Excel that sort for me second column in ascending order. Then go on to the 5th column, and then you sort it in descending order. When you close your bracket and when you hit enter, let's see whether it worked. I'm going to enlarge this. So now you can see that for the region we said sort it in ascending order. You can see that for the region it started with central region, as you can see, and the amount is so sorted in descending order from the highest to the lowest. Then it moved on to the next region, that is eastern region. The next region is northern region, and then the western region. The next data set is showing number of HF secondary school candidates by year. We want to show that you can also use a sort function to sort the horizontal data, like this one, or a data set horizontally to sort from left to right. Click on this cell, equals to sort, tab to select it. Now the array, you highlight the entire data set where you want to sort, excluding the table headers, and then comma. In the sort index, you want to sort by 1, 2, 3, and then the first row, because this one we are counting in rows because it's a horizontal data. So we want to sort by total. I'm going to put 4, and then comma. We are sorting in descending order, so I'm going to down arrow, tab to select it. Now we have not seen the last option. This is now where we are seeing it. You click comma. Now this last argument wants you to specify whether you want to sort by column or you want to sort by rows. So when you sort by column, that means you're sorting from left to right. And when you sort by row, that means you're sorting from top to bottom. Now all the sorting we have done so far, we have been sorting from top to bottom. Meaning by default for the sort function, it's sorting from top to bottom. That is sorting by row. So you can put there true for sort by column or false for sort by row. So by default, it is false. That is sorting from top to bottom. Now for our case, we want to sort by column this time around. So you put there true, or you see it highlighted in blue, then you hit tab and it will automatically put for you the true there. When you close your bracket, then when you hit enter, you can see that our total is now sorted in descending order, with 2023 having the highest number of candidates and then 2024 having the least number of candidates. Now I have this last example here showing the female tourists and their bag color. So I want to use this last example to show you that the sort function can be nested using other functions for a better results. Now I'm going to click on this cell equals to unique. I'm going to nest it with the unique function tab. Now the unique function is also dynamic split array function that display for you the unique value of the range you have highlighted. So for our case, I'm going to highlight the bag colors. Now when I hit enter, it gives me the unique list of the bag colors. So we have 4 different bag colors here. This is the unique list. Here I've just used the countif function to count the number of each bag color. So when you click on this cell where the formula is sitting, then you hit the F2 key. Now if you want to sort this unique color, you need to put this unique function inside the sort function. You hit tab to select it. Now in the array argument, that's where the entire unique function is sitting. I'm going to close my bracket. Now the rest of the argument, we want the default. When you close bracket and then you hit enter, you can see that we now have our bag colors sorted in ascending order. Yeah, that is it for this video, the sort function in Excel. Please, if you haven't subscribed, do subscribe. And if you found this video interesting, give it a like and share it with your friends. Until next video, HM&S video number 17, and then we meet again. Thank you.